Best decks for the cheapest price. Hello guys, and this is TheRussianGenius, and here are the top 4 decks for $4 and under and where you can buy them. The first deck is the Tally Ho fan back, and here's how it looks like. They handle really good. This is the back design, and here's how the jokers and the ace of spades it looks like. This deck will last a really long time. If you want to buy any one of these decks, there will be a link in the description to where you can buy them for $4 and under. So as you can see, this deck fans really good. It is a beautiful deck of cards that feels extremely good in the hands, and it shuffles really good as well. This is the only deck I'm going to be unboxing in this video. So this is the first deck, the Tally Ho fan back. Really good, high quality. This will last a long time. The other deck I have is also a Tally Ho deck. This is the Tally Ho circle back. It handles the exact same way as this one. It's just a different design. You can get these ones in blue and red, and you can get these ones in red and blue as well. Both of these decks, they handle really good. They are good for flourishing and for magic. And here is the third deck on the list. That is the B deck. This deck is also quite good for flourishing, but most people, they use it for card magic and for gambling tricks and all that. This deck is especially good for second deals, and this deck will last a longer time than any of these decks I'm showing. This will definitely last the longest because it is extra coded as far as I know. And here are the second deals that you can do with this deck. This is just off the top of the camera, and you can do some really good stuff with this deck of cards. Good for gambling, good for second deals, good for stuff like this, as you can see, where you take the second card from the top. Really good deck, and it works so good for a lot of stuff. And here is the last deck I want to talk about. Last but not least, the standard deck of bicycle cards. These are the cheapest, and they are good for practically anything. Beginners, professionals, and flourishers use this deck. This is the best deck of cards you can buy for $3 and under. It is so amazing, and I really mean it. If you have never tried this deck of cards, you will be totally amazed the first time trying it out. This is almost the only deck I trust when I go out and perform, because it's air cushion finish, and I've been using this deck, this cheap deck of cards, for so many years, and it works all the time. It's good for everything. I mean, let me just try to do some double lifts. Let me try to do a color change, alright? 9 of diamonds, just like that, 2 of hearts, as you can see. Really good deck of cards, the classic standard bicycle deck, and it works, you know, it works flawlessly. I mean, woof. Just like that. That was sick. That was dope, right? Let's do it once again. This deck and all the other decks on the table, they are extremely good when it comes to flourishing. I would recommend that you use the Tally Ho decks and the bicycle decks for flourishing. Not too much the B decks, even though they can be good for flourishing. I would highly recommend this deck and these 2 decks. If you want to do gambling and other types of magic tricks, then this deck right here will be good for that. This can make most of the moves that you might be afraid of doing. It can make it look more invisible, and then it can boost your confidence level to try out those slides with this deck of cards. And here's an example. There is a slide called the classic pass, where you place it in the center and then it jumps all the way on top. And if you are not confident in doing the classic pass, for instance, with this deck of cards, a deck of cards that has borders, then you can try it out with this deck and it will look much more invisible. Just let me show you this. 8 of diamonds inside the center, do the pass, and right now it is on top. So even though you might be afraid of doing some moves, then you can try to pick up this deck of cards and try it out with that. And this deck will last you many years. This deck right here is 4 years old and I still use it when performing. It will last you a long time. If you wanna buy any one of these decks, link in the description, check it out. They have fast shipping, they ship around the world, and also they have over 200 decks of cards. They have so many good premium decks for under $5. All these decks are under $4, and quality wise, these are the best playing cards I have ever tried. Really good. Make sure to check out the website, link in the description. It's a brand new company that started to sell playing cards, and I feel like they need a little bit more exposure. The stuff they're selling is really good. These decks of cards and other decks I have never in my life seen before. Really nice. So link in the description if you want to check them out. Thank you guys for watching. Hope that you enjoy this video, and all these decks are good. My favorite are probably the B cards. I like these ones. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.